This video will show you how to structure your files to complete the fitness assignments in CIS 481. For example, I am in an assignment here posted in the LMS for Chapter 3, and there's a PDF instructions of all the things gathered in the book in one handy format so you can have it open while you code. These start from top to bottom. They have screenshots and the links and the actual items that you're going to be putting into your work. Over here on my desktop, I have created a folder for each chapter to work on independently. You can work on one chapter, save it, and do the next chapter stuff in it because you're adding code to existing stuff, but the choice is up to you. If you're going to use this folder, you need to have some subfolders in there to hold the structure for what the code is looking for. So for example, in my Chapter 3 and all the other chapters coming after, I need a subfolder for CSS and images. These files or folders are holding files that are going to be referenced in your web pages here. I'm using a basic notepad version of things, so when I'm just typing the code here from the instructions here, I'm just saving them as a very basic raw text file. And as things are looking for items, so for example, my index page is looking for the CSS file named styles CSS. It's looking for it in the CSS folder. So therefore, I need the folder with all this to hold this styles file here for this all to work together, and for the images. So as I'm working on this code and I want to see how it's making my website look, I can save this page as an HTML. So when I open and save as, I'm changing the extension to HTML. I'm keeping it in the same folder. Now I have a version like this, so when I open, it will open in a browser, and I can see what it would look like on a computer. If I do the same for the other pages of the website, then I have versions I can open in a browser. So if I open the contact page, it's going to have some of those advanced things you started doing in this website. I can also open the About page, and now it's pulling images that came from another folder. And as you work through the fitness project, you're going to do advanced stuff with CSS and other media forms to make this website more dynamic. When you are done following all the instructions in the assignment, and you have your pages, you've saved them as HTML files to see your progress and how things are working, you're going to submit this entire chapter folder into the assignment. And what this is doing is it's going to zip it up into a nice smaller package. It makes compression smaller so it's easier to upload and download and such. And then the instructor can open up your file just like this, see your HTML pages, see your code, see how the images and the folder structure are working together to see if it's going to act on a browser the way you intended. So as you build your projects for these assignments in every module, keep your structure the same, CSS, images, your text files. You're welcome to use any text editor you want that you're comfortable with, but you just need the basic text file to work on, change your code, and then save it as an HTML, open in a browser to see if your work is acting the way you intended.